So today's vlog, I feel like I've been a really terrible vlogger this entire time that I've been in Portland. I just thought I would take a moment to dedicate this video is going to be dedicated to you.
Ah, that's a really bad angle of me.
Every angle is a really bad angle of me. So Steph and I have been friends for...
We don't actually know.
We don't actually know how many years, but it's been a long time.
How are you today? Good, how are you? I say good before you
You're good, that's okay.
Awkward. Okay.
What can I get going for you guys?
Can I get the big guy, the sugar-free raspberry green tea?
I thought you said you wanted to wake up.
No, the tea has caffeine
Yeah, it has
in
some
it.
caffeine in it.
Some. Come on.
Yeah.
Get that.
I'm trying not to drink Rebels because so many people are like, there's a kid at one of the high schools here, super like Hunter, super athletic, and just hit the fucking floor and he had a heart attack. A senior. And I think it's from energy drinks, our generation, honestly.
So Stephanie.
How are you guys today?
We're good, how are you?
We're good, thanks. So Stephanie and I have been friends for quite a while. I think we've definitely been friends.
Gosh, do you smell the food out here?
Since before Alyssa was born.
I feel like
So we've been friends definitely
I'm also
before.
hungry too, so it's like, oh my gosh.
we feel like we're gonna puke. We ate so much, so like if you're like food, and we're like we don't want to smell it.
So Steph and I have been friends for definitely, I think, before we started the vlog. Because when I started the vlog, as Alyssa was already born, and we did. And she just stopped talking like no one cares.
That's the one thing I hate about Dutch is they're all like, hi! And you're like, I'm really tired, like that's why I'm here. Like, I don't want to be your friend, I just want like caffeine.
It's okay, this is gonna feed into my point as to why this bitch is so special.
I can't be rude to her though, like she's trying.
You can't be rude to anybody, that's your problem. That's your freaking problem in life.
I'm gonna tell her I like her hair so that she doesn't feel like we're ignoring her.
Don't tell her you like her hair's awful.
I like your hair.
My hair?
Yeah,
Thank you.
it looks really cute.
Thanks. I'm honored, you love it.
Aww.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Happy holidays.
It's so plastic.
You see?
I see what?
Did you see her red and like she's like, thanks.
I saw how fake you just were.
It made her day and that's all that mattered.
So here's the thing. And I feel like I say this all the time, but I don't think y'all really... If you laugh at me saying y'all one more time.
I just can't.
I don't like very many people. And I don't like very many people long enough to like actually open myself up to people. I have maybe like 2 people in my life that's ever happened with. Michael. Because like, Jesus, I've known that man longer than I ever needed to. And then her, which was the absolute most unexpected friendship.
Most awkward friendship ever. Very forced.
It's the most literally forced.
Andy was in California and my older brother and Michael were friends at one point, but they're not really friends anymore. And so I like was like, oh, I really like makeup, I don't know how to do it. And he goes, oh, my wife does makeup. So then he brings her over when she gets back and he's like, Andy, go upstairs and do Stephanie's makeup. And I was like, we're just gonna do this, okay?
Literally, Stephanie was like a child. She was still in high school.
I was like a sophomore.
You were still in high school, and Michael was like, go upstairs with her, go do her makeup, like right now. And I was just like, what the fuck? Michael, no, like I don't even know this kid. Like, what?
Like, you have to get somebody space to do their makeup, you know?
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened. Did you babysit for us? Like, I remember the first time that Michael's like, oh, I'm gonna go pick up Stephanie and she's gonna babysit. And I was like, why are you gonna let this little kid babysit my son? Like, she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, how do you know if she's gonna be like, okay? Like, what if he chokes? Like, does she know CPR? Like, I'm not even a hyper mom.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't know this person.
He's like, you did her makeup.
Yeah. And then, obviously you came over. Obviously Joshua survived, luckily.
Shosha barely survived the first.
I genuinely don't know how we became such good friends.
I feel like there's a...
Like, when I think about it, like, what was it that made us go, like, okay, like, we're actually friends now? Was it when we started shopping at Victoria's Secret? Oh, you know what? Black Friday, after Thanksgiving, that's when it was. We had gone Black Friday shopping after Thanksgiving one day, 1 year. It was awful. It was awful.
One and only year.
Yeah, because we both wore a lot of Victoria's Secret, and we wanted this like, it was like a $30 outfit, was it?
No, it was a duffel bag, and That was back when Victoria's Secret wasn't cheap. So you got the duffel bag, and inside you got the free Noor spray.
Oh, there you go.
You got the free eyeshadow palette and the free something else. Like, you got a bunch of stuff.
And we went and waited for like 2 hours outside of this Victoria's Secret. We didn't even get in. We weren't even the first. We were like number 4 in line. And then of course, as soon as they opened the doors, everybody else who just got there bum rushed the door.
Yeah, and so they like pushed me, and I was like, oh, it's okay. And Andy's like, no, it's not. And I pushed that girl back, and I was like, this bitch is gonna be my soulmate. That's exactly what happened next
I think definitely it was after we went Black Friday shopping. I might have, no, I don't have a vlog of that. We started vlogging after.
And then I think I like felt comfortable with you, and I was like, I asked you some like personal advice about lady things because I was still in high school.
Yeah, because I did your makeup for, what was it? It was your graduation party.
You did it for my grad party, you did it for my prom, and you did it for my sweet 16.
Okay, then it must have been your sweet 16. You had asked me some questions about your boyfriend at the time, and then I was just like, oh, okay, like I can talk to this kid. Well, I say kid, but I was like, oh, I can talk to her. And then Stephanie actually is like a really responsible person. I don't know if I've ever vlogged Colin. I don't think I have. But Stephanie's a caregiver, and now I'm gonna start crying. Because it's just really rare that you meet somebody who has like a really big heart. And genuinely, Stephanie has, and it sounds weird to say it, but she has like favorite homeless people. Like, she has like homeless people that she like genuinely like thinks about, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna drive this way so I can see my favorite homeless person and give them some money.
I don't give them money anymore. I give them stuff.
You give them like toothpaste, and like she has like little bags in the back of her car that she made for homeless people. God, why are we laughing? We're terrible.
This is why I can never have my own place.
Because you would literally open your own shelter.
In a 1-bedroom apartment.
In a 1-bedroom apartment, there'd literally be, you'd be like Mexican. I'm telling you, you could like sit about 20 cousins in a 1-bedroom. I'm serious.
You're like, how come I have you run the shelter? It's
so comfortably. I mean, maybe it was a little convenient that you were a babysitter, and it just kind of like you like babysat for us a couple of times, and it just kind of happened. But the kids like actually really latched onto you, and she had a lot of patience with Joshua. Obviously, like I said, you know, we didn't know that he was deaf and he's not talking, and she had a lot of patience, more patience than me most of the time. She had like all the patience, and it ended up working out. And then I was pregnant with Alyssa. I think that might have been the real like,
that was the real like,
I'm obsessed with you moment.
Yeah, for sure. That's when I went like, when I found out that it was a girl even more.
Yeah,
so.
because like, okay, I have a sister, but I moved out when I was 16, 17.
Imagine that. That's insane.
Yeah, I moved out and moved in with Michael to finish out my senior year of high school. I think I was either 16 or 17. And my sister, who is 4 or 5 years younger than me, like, we were close-ish growing up, but her and I just have very different personalities. Like, we're both very strong, stubborn women. So you can imagine how fun our arguments are. And so it's just like with Stephanie, like, and then my sister she doesn't live anywhere near me, and so it's like when the kids latched onto her, like, Stephanie became auntie. And then like
and Josh started the Annie because he couldn't say Stephanie.
He couldn't say Stephanie. And in I think 5 or 6, maybe even 7 years, we've gotten into one fight. And that was your fault.
It was. I will say. It was I was being such a fucking drama queen.
You were being such a drama queen, and then I'm stubborn as hell. And so when she's like, you know what, I'm over you, I need a break from you, I can't be friends with you anymore, I was just like,
she's like, okay, bye. And I was like, that. I was like, no, bitch, chase me.
I was like, okay, that's fine, go for it.
I remember.
And then what was it, 2 days or 3 days?
It wasn't even, I think it was like 2, because it was Super Bowl Sunday and Aaron's parents had this huge party. And I remember looking at your Instagram and being like, she deleted all of our pictures. And I like just started crying in front of Aaron's whole family. I was like, I gotta go right now. I gotta go give her back her key. And Aaron's like, okay, you know, go see your wife, it's fine.
And then Stephanie showed up because she had a key to my house. She showed up to my house.
I literally just walked in.
You like, this is after 3 days of not talking to me.
This bitch deleted me off her Instagram. Hell yeah, I walked in.
She walked right in. Maybe you called me and I didn't answer the phone. I can't remember what happened.
Okay, Aaron lived like 4 blocks from you.
Yeah, he lived right down the street.
From Aaron's house to Andie's house, I think I called you like 7 times.
I didn't answer the phone.
And I knew you had your phone because your Facebook said you were just on there.
Stephanie's a stalker, by the way. Yeah. Genuinely, she stalks everybody.
That could be a CSI.
So if you've ever liked any of our pictures that like were she's tagged in, she's definitely stalked your Instagram to see who you are.
For sure. I'm keeping us safe.
Yeah, so she unlocks the door, she walks in. I think I was washing dishes or something. I was definitely in my kitchen. I was in my kitchen and you were like...
You were baking and that's what hurt even more because I was like, her cooking.
You were like, can we talk? And I was like, didn't you say everything you needed to say? You said you didn't want to talk to me.
You're like, I don't really have anything to say. And I was like, oh, it's real. It's real.
Yeah, and then you literally like put the key down and like ran down the stairs.
Yeah, because I didn't want you to see me cry.
And I looked at Michael and I was like, what? She said she didn't want to be my friend anymore. And he's like, you need to go out there. And I was like, fine, okay.
I
go downstairs and she like ugly crying, like
I've never even cried that bad over a breakup before.
It was literally like the I love you, but it was the
the
ugliest cry. No, genuinely, when we got into that fight, like I was fucking miserable. I don't think I ever told you that.
I was like, Aaron was getting so annoyed because he'd roll over and like go to cuddle me. He's like, you're on her Facebook page again?
Literally.
I was like, she liked so-and-so's post. She hasn't even talked to me.
Literally, yeah. After like 3 days, because Mike knew. He was like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, just Stephanie. Nothing's fine.
I know, when I told Aaron, he's like, you and Andie are what? Like, did you just say what? Like...
And then I remember, I was just like, she thinks she's so cute and she's so happy and she's having so much fun. We're going to have so much fun. I'm making cookies tonight. Like, she's not going to have any of these cookies. And she's going to be so upset that she didn't get any of these cookies. And you know what? They're going to be the most fucking delicious cookies that, like, I was like that. Like...
That's how I was like, her and Michael just went on date night. We have to go on date night.
Yes.
Aaron's like, you guys need to make up real quick because I'm not doing this the rest of my life.
I was like, and I remember I told Mike, I was like, she's over here and she's looking like she's having a great time, but she's miserable. I know she's miserable. She can't live without me. She's thinking about me. And every post, she just posted something and I know that it's about me. I know it is. I was like stalking you hardcore. I was almost as bad as you.
I know, I was stalking. I was like hardcore, like.
That was like the longest 3 days of my life.
I remember me and Aaron went on date night with somebody you hated and I posted, I was like, best double date night ever.
Oh my god. You're so petty. I'm glad that it's only been one time. Because I feel like
that's all it took for us to be like, alright, we ain't playing that.
Yeah, anymore. We're not doing this. Like, you're stuck with me now.
For
I genuinely was like, okay, what about the kids though? Like, in that moment, I was like, okay, but we're not, like, what about the kids? Like, I can't just not let them have.
That's one thing. Aaron was like, what about that? And I was like, honestly, Andie could hate me to death and she would never.
No,
ever.
yeah.
Like, I could call her right now and be like, hey, can I take Josh and let's have ice cream? And she'd be like, I fucking hate you. I'll leave them on the doorstep.
Yes. Exactly. Like, I remember sitting down and being like, okay, so what about the kids? Like, those are our children. Her and I, our children. And he's like, I don't even want to talk about this because you guys are going to be fine in like a week. So I'm going to go to bed. And I'm just like, you're not helping. Longest 3 days of my life.